your cousin comes up to you, says, "Hey, I'm getting married. I'm getting married." You get excited. You just got asked to be in the wedding. You're either an usher, you're up there doing something. You got probably a silly role because you're younger, but you're in the wedding. So, if you're a girl, you probably get to wear makeup, high heels. You're pretty excited. If you're a guy, you have to go to the mall. You get touched by that older guy. He's getting your measurements. But it's gonna be okay. You go to the wedding. It's a great celebration. You get excited. You high five your brothers, siblings after you get married. It's time for the reception. You're so excited. You sit down. You see silverware everywhere in like a nice orderly position, but you just eat regularly, and your parents freak out. You can open your eyes, by the way. So that is what I'm going to be talking about. We're growing up, we're adulting, and with that comes certain expectations. Some of those expectations are table etiquette, and we need to know how to eat fancy meals. So for the last couple of weeks, I've been trying to learn all about these fancy meals, how to eat them, how the waitresses set them up, and so I can tell you guys about it. So the waitresses set placements, and that's what we'll be telling you about. And so thus, you guys will be able to sort of learn how to eat it from a backwards standpoint. Many people believe that dinners are like an art due to the elegance, rules, and all the moving pieces involved. It starts with the entree, and then all the other meals around it. So those are the two topics I'll be talking to you guys about, the two main points, how the waitresses set up the entrees, and thus the other meals. So there's multiple steps. The entree is the build-up. It's like the main part. It's the finale. And that's where we begin today. So the first thing you see right here, you see silverware everywhere. And thus, it's super particular with what they do. The fork, always going to be on the left. The knife and the spoon, always on the right. And there's roots to this. This is an ancient, traditional thing in English, and they've always done this. And note that the knife is faced inwards. According to Doyle.com 2020, the placement of the single-edged knife on the table with the blade facing inward indicated that the host trusted his dining companions. If during the course of the meal the host were to turn the sharp edge away from his plate, that would indicate someone at the table was not so trusted, implying that back in the day, they used real knives, but I don't know, it's just something they do still. Besides just having food, obviously you're probably going to be asked for some drinks. You don't want it to be too dry. So there's a place for the beverage. The beverage always goes the top right, about an inch above the silverware. For other glasses, besides just the water glass, those will go over here as well, diagonally down to the right. So according to Table Settings and Good Manners 2018, other beverage glasses go to the right of the goblet and slightly forward in the diagonal line. Just like that. So they're trying to, it's chaotic, but they're still trying to make it look organized and nice. So dinner itself builds up to the entree, the most important part. There's still other parts involved. There's still so many meals. So we're going to talk about that now. So the more dishes you have, the more silverware that you also have. According to thehomedepot.com, place your flatware, which is silverware, in the order they will be used, with the items that will be used first on the outside. So if you look at this, like for appetizers or whatnot, you want to use this for appetizers, and you work your way in. So it's kind of like a map telling you how to use it. So for instance, this is a salad fork. That's what you want for your salad. And you want to use this for like your spoon or whatever appetizer you may get before that. Another thing that might come out is your bread and butter. This is offered at a lot of places. I'm sure it's offered at Whitney's restaurants, and a lot of people don't want you to have your place plate be messy by the end of it. So you put the bread plate on the top left, about an inch above the silverware, and what you do with your knife is the same thing you want to do here. You want to keep it away, so you don't want to show your companions that you don't just trust them. So you place it downward, but you also place it about 4 o'clock on that. They didn't say why you placed it 4 o'clock, but apparently it's been lost in history. So another thing after the meal is the possibility for dessert. So you have to use dessert silverware. These are your dessert silverwares, just a spoon and a fork, and those go in between the glasses and the bread and butter plate. As you can see, the heads are placed in a particular way, and this isn't just random, just like, hey, we're gonna make it nice, we're not gonna stick it up or down or over here. They did this in a certain way. As you can see, there's just double forks because you wanna make it nice, and it's just knives and spoons over here. So the way they do this is they want you to be able to slide it down and nicely place it right here. You see what I'm saying? But keep it orderly and nice. They want all this going out at the end of the day. That's dessert. So, in conclusion, the process of setting a table and thus eating a fancy meal might be complicated, but it's needed. If you don't remember anything from the speech, just remember the forks are on the left and everything else is on the right in nice fashion. And to remember these bread and butter plates and the water glasses, I just kind of came up with this myself. Try to think of Mickey Mouse. The head and then 2 ears. This one's a bad picture. 2 ears. So if you guys are planning on going to a wedding anytime soon, please do not embarrass yourself. I told you so right now. I was there. I'll never do it again. Thank you.